Hey, all my friends and people who aren't my friends. How are y'all? Well, if you're on here, you're my friend, hopefully. If not, then hang out with me anyway. So all my family's busy, so I decided I would come chat with y'all for a minute. So some of you have messaged me about my fun little, I don't even know what to call it, adventure today? Adventure? Go watch my stories. I'm not going to tell you. Go watch my stories. So I thought I would just come on here and chat with you for a minute and talk to you about supplements. Hold on, my nose is itching. Like really, really bad. What does that mean when your nose itches? Someone's thinking about you or talking about you? I don't remember. An old wives' tale, you know. Anyway, so I had somebody recently ask me on one of my YouTube videos about supplements. So I thought I would talk about it. And I just posted some in my stories. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go find it because I talked about my little thing today. And then I also talked about supplements, what I take or what I am taking right now. So I just thought I would come on here and talk about it, and then I can upload this to YouTube. So then I kill two birds with one stone. So this is an odd time of day for me to come on here, but I have makeup on. Let's document that. And I just worked out again, so don't judge my clothes. But I did have normal clothes on earlier, and I documented that for y'all. I'll post a picture. Not that you really care, but whatever. So I thought I would talk about supplements because I have been on a million supplements. Like if I could show you the bucket of supplements I have, it's stupid. But I have taken all of them. Maybe not like I'm supposed to, but I have taken all of them at some time or another. And so I have finally decided that my body doesn't like supplements. Although there are things that I'm lacking, like selenium. I'm lacking my stored iron, which is called ferritin, is very, very low. Although I think it's coming back because I feel really good. My B12 and vitamin D are low. I'm not sure what else. Those are the main ones. And so all of those, if your gut doesn't have like a good dysbiosis, it's a big word. Basically it has good gut action going on, good vibes and bad vibes. Well, mine has good and bad. I have a little bit of good bacteria, have a lot of bad bacteria. And so when you have this kind of mess up of bacteria and then some overgrowth of maybe some other things, which is getting better because I just feel better in my gut, then your body can't absorb all your nutrients like you're supposed to, like your micronutrients, which are all the things that I'm kind of lacking in. And so they put me on a butt ton of supplements. And so this time, because I had, like every other time, they're just like, here, take all these supplements. I'm like, okay, blindly, whatever, because my doctor tells me to, so I do. Well, I have discovered that some of them cause major issues, from stomach pain to, sorry people, but lack of bowel movements. I mean, it's just honest. To maybe some digestive like upset, almost like heartburn, but not really. So I've decided, one, to take them all separately and see what each one does. And then two, to take them with and without food to see what each one does because everybody's body reacts differently. So what I've decided is my body does not absorb vitamin D very well. It gives me a terrible stomach ache. B12 is fine. I can take B12, but I don't absorb B12 well because I have MTHFR, which is, an absorption and detox problem. So basically your body doesn't make and store B12, so you have a hard time hanging on to it. And then the other thing, fish oil they put me on. I don't love it. I'm just trying to eat more fish. There's one other one that I just told you. Oh, my selenium is low. And so selenium you can get through, selenium helps regulate your thyroid. And my thyroid is okay, but just some of the levels that kind of keep it good are off. And so iodine and selenium. So I'm trying to eat things that have more iodine. And selenium is one, it's a hard one to get, and I don't eat a lot of stuff that has it. But Brazil nuts, you can have 2 Brazil nuts and get your quota of, or your daily intake for a more technical term, of selenium a day. So that's what I've been doing, is just eating 2 Brazil nuts a day. They're all natural. There's nothing on them. They taste like dirt, but I'm willing to eat a little bit of dirt to feel better. And let's see what else. Oh, and my so I told you about my ferritin, which, okay, so you have iron and you have ferritin. Your iron is what your body uses for energy and all these other wonderful things iron does. But then your stored iron is called ferritin, and it's stored in your gut. When you have a bad gut, then it can pull from your ferritin. And so my body, my iron level is awesome, but my ferritin is very low because my body is pulling from that stored iron all the time. And so that's why I have good energy, because my iron is good, but my stored iron is bad. So when that depletes, and then if my iron goes low, then you get this really influx of like hair falling out, nails and skin dry, and all this other craziness, and extreme fatigue. So right now I'm not fatigued. My nails are growing great. My hair's falling out a little bit, but I just attribute that to just some levels being, you know, a little bit wacky, and that's okay. I have plenty of hair right now, so I'm good. And so what I'm doing, they wanted me to eat like straight beef liver, and I just don't like beef that well. I wish I did. I just don't. So I have started, hang tight. You got to see my messy books and boxes back there. So I just bought this Vital Proteins beef liver pills. And so far, so good. It has vitamin A for your skin. It has vitamin B12. And then it's grass-fed, pasture-raised beef liver. That's all that's in it. But hopefully that will help my ferritin come back up, which will in turn help my iron level, and in turn help my hair and my skin and my nails and all the other fun stuff that it helps. And I'll post one day about what all that helps. But it's very, very important. And it's important that my ferritin comes up so that my stored iron is much, much better. So right now, someone asked me today what supplements I'm taking, because you would think I would take a bunch, but I don't. I'm not a very good patient, we've established. I'm a little bit opinionated about my health, and I am very passionate about how I feel. And so I started taking the vitamin D. Nope, it made my stomach hurt very, very bad. Then I took something else. It's like a detox pill. It's called MedCaps DPO, and it's got all kinds of stuff in there that I'm quite certain is very, very good for me. But it makes me feel really bad and really messes my stomach up. And so my thing is, if the goal is to get my stomach well, and I know sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards, but if it's making it worse, then why take it? So I quit taking that. I have not taken my fish oil because I'm trying to be really good about eating shellfish and things like that. Yeah, okay, so ferritin, let me go back to that really quick, because Bridget just said her ferritin's always low. You can actually take beef. If you like beef, it's a great form, and if you like liver, I don't like liver, but if you like it, you can ground it up in beef and make like a hamburger patty with beef and liver in it. And supposedly you can't taste it. I'm not going to test it out. But you can do that, or you can take liver. My problem is I'm having a hard time finding pasture-raised liver. And if anyone knows where you can get that so that I can freeze it, please let me know. But I cannot find it. I've looked online and everything, places that I order from, and I can't find it. So, but they told me to freeze beef liver and then cut it in little bitty tiny capsules and take like 3 or 4 a day. Just swallow them so they dissolve and melt in your stomach, and not melt, what am I thinking, thaw out in your stomach, so you really don't taste it. But I'm going to try these pills for a minute and just see how that goes. I feel good on them. They don't hurt my stomach at all. As long as I take them when I eat breakfast, I'm good. And because there's B12, which I need anyway, that seems to help. Excuse my falling out hair. Day 1 of washing is always bad. So anyway, all the things that I take right now currently, because I've just decided I'm not going to take anything else at the moment, is I'm taking this beef liver, like I said, 1 a day. I do take 2 things from Beachbody, and I'll tell you why I take them. And then I also take one other thing. Maybe that's it. Maybe I only take 3 things. This, and then the 2 things I'm going to tell you. And then I also do my Shakeology, of course, because it has all kinds of good stuff in it. But it has a lot of different vitamins and minerals and a lot of micronutrients that I need. So I do drink it every day. And what I do to add an extra probiotic in it is I eat the Coconut Cult probiotic yogurt. And I just put a tablespoon in there. It can make your belly a little funky the first couple days because it's full of really good probiotics. So you have to kind of be careful. Go slow with it. Yeah, we're not beef eaters. So, well, my family loves it. I don't love it. So it's nice to have other options. Okay, so the two things I take from Beachbody, when I did the Ultimate Reset a year and a half ago, which was you kind of makes your body go into a vegan, well, you go vegan basically. And then I came off of it because I was craving eggs. So I take their probiotic because it's clean and it does not hurt my stomach. Some probiotics can hurt your belly, especially if there's just an overload. So I only take that one probiotic. And then I take their turmeric and aloe pill. Because when I did that Ultimate Reset, I weaned myself off of heartburn medicine completely. And I had been on heartburn medicine for 20 years straight because I had so many stomach issues. And heartburn medicine actually depletes the acid in your stomach, which you need acid in your stomach, and you need stuff in your stomach that it depletes. And I can't think of the word of it right now, but it basically makes it worse because it just pushes all those proton pumps down. Like, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And then, but you need those. So it doesn't help. What it does is once those are quieted, then when you have your digestive enzymes, that's what it depletes. So when it pushes all that down, it depletes all your digestive enzymes. So then you start eating, and digestion starts in your mouth, y'all. So when you start eating, you don't have enough digestive enzymes to digest your food. So then you have undigested food, and then eventually you get all these other problems, and then you have chronic heartburn because you have nothing to help you digest your food. So I decided, if you take, what was I taking? Nexium, it causes kidney problems, and I was having major kidney problems. I go back for my recheck, my 6-month recheck, and I am thinking that my kidneys are good now. Like I was like stage 3 kidney disease, not 6 months ago. And so now my last blood work shows that everything is good. So I'll find out next week how good it is. But Nexium depletes that and messes up your kidneys too, because your kidneys have to process all that. So I decided then when I did the Ultimate Reset, I'm trying not to ramble, but y'all know I have a really big, long, convoluted story. Yes, digestive enzymes are huge, and I don't take them because they do hurt my belly initially, but I've gotten so good about being really good about my probiotics and prebiotics that I don't need them anymore. I checked with my doctor and he was like, no, you're good with those. Just take your probiotic to keep your belly in good health. So I take the Beachbody probiotic because I love it. It is gentle. It does not hurt my stomach. I take it every night. And then I also take the turmeric and aloe. That I was telling you replaced my Nexium because turmeric is anti-inflammatory and aloe is soothing. And so if you have any kind of heartburn, stomach digest, I was having gastroenteritis horribly. They were putting me on liquid medicine to calm my stomach down. Which just means you have a swollen, inflamed stomach. So aloe calms it down. So I take that every night, and then I take my beef liver in the morning. I take my probiotic in my shake, and then I eat a butt ton of vegetables. Y'all know that. I don't eat a ton of meat. I have, I'm trying not to ramble, Bridget, but it's, it happens. I have a lot to say, and I like to talk. Oh, sorry, Pixie. I'm kicking my dogs under here. Anyway, supplements, that's all I'm taking. Initially, I was supposed to be taking like a ton of detox stuff, and it just didn't jive. And so I guess my message kind of is, how your body feels, good or bad. If you're in a state of bad, and even when I was in a state of bad, I knew what didn't feel right. Now that I'm in a state of good, and it's not 100%, don't let me ever make you think that I am 100%. I am not. I am everyday work in progress. I am every day still trying to get more fit, stay more toned, have more energy, just like everybody else. But I am 1,000% better than I was 3 months ago. And so I'm still trying to weed my way into what my body likes, what my body is trying to detox. Like we have said 1,000 times, I've had metal toxicity, and that takes a long time to detox. I have some hormone issues. That takes a long time to get back on track. And so I'm trying to do my best by eating all of the really good foods that help all of that fix itself, and be really diligent about eating everything that is good for me. without depriving myself. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you know, last night Kenzie had a new ice cream and I was like, oh, let me try it. So I had a bite or two. It was good, but I was fine after that, because it does make me swell. And so I don't want to do anything that will harm my progress, but I also want to still have fun and still enjoy all the things I get to eat. So all of that to say, if you're in a bad state and you just kind of feel crummy and you feel like your doctor is throwing 1,000 pills at you, stop and take a step back and go, okay, what is the most prominent thing that I need to fix? And at this point for me, it's these certain things that I'm taking. The other option for me is to go get vitamin infusions. And I'm going to try that because it doesn't go through your belly. It goes through, it doesn't have to sit in your belly and digest. Let me say that. And so I'm going to try that for some of my deficiencies and see if I can just kind of boost my body until it can get back on track. I see someone in Pennsylvania and I'm in Georgia. I see him virtually. I love him. I love his team. They are hard on me because I am not compliant all the time, but I also have been so diligent about knowing how I feel that I'm very adamant. Even though they clinically look at me a certain way, I also know how I feel and I have to go off of how I feel. So his name is Dr. Will Cole. He's very, very famous in the health world. He is a, oh my gosh, I forgot what he's kind of like a naturopath, but he's not. He is a functional medicine doctor. And I love him, truly. He has changed the way that I see a lot of things, but he's helped me understand a lot. And they've helped me not as much understand food, but what certain things I need to be eating and doing to help heal myself through food. That is his whole premise, is healing yourself, healing your gut, and healing your body through nutrition, through some supplements, through oils. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on oils. I'm going to do a whole other post about that because I've been trying to use certain ones to help certain things. So I don't know a lot about oils, so don't hold me to anything, and I will refer you to my guru. However, I will talk about those one day because they have changed a lot of the things I do, which is why I'm not taking as many supplements. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, so I just feel like the end of this message would be, you know how you feel. So if your doctor has you on a bunch of crap and you're like, something's not working, it's messing my gut up, it's messing my head up, it's giving me this, it's giving me that, then stop for a second, take a step back and go, okay, what can I fix? What can I do? And what can I change to make me feel better? If you have heartburn, then continue taking your medicine, but also take turmeric or turmeric, however you say it. I say turmeric, but I think someone told me it's turmeric. I don't know. But take that alongside of your heartburn medicine. Lower whatever foods cause you problems. Lower your inflammatory foods and see if you can't get yourself off of some of your medication. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you, I'm just using that as an example. You know, maybe it is something's causing your gut to hurt and you know you're pumping your body full of whatever it is every day, medicine or supplements or whatever, but it's causing some other problem. There's so many side effects, and y'all know I am an advocate for natural healing as much as possible. We are not above taking an Advil. We are not above, you know, taking medicine if it's necessary, but when it's not necessary, don't do it. So anyway, I had someone ask me after my surgery what supplements I was taking, and currently those are the only 3 supplements I'm taking. I'm really trying to be very diligent about just eating good food, eating whole foods, and you know, trying to fuel my body the way that I should, the way that I see fit. But also I know that there's some things I'm going to have to supplement, like the liver, because I can't get my ferritin up fast enough. Vitamin D, I try to go for a walk or run every day because natural vitamin D is always better. Vitamin D is hard to absorb. It's hard to bring back up. And mine's not super low, so I feel like getting, you know, outside exercise and sunshine is definitely better than having to take a bunch of pills of vitamin D. So anyway, the end message is, you know your body, you know how you feel. I'm not the guru on supplements, but I have so many, it's obnoxious. I need to throw them away, but then I feel guilty because I paid money for them. However, I'm rambling and I'm trying to stop and I'm trying to end this, but know how you feel. If you can't find the answers with one doctor, because Lord knows I've seen a million, and I would like to write a letter to all of them and tell them a big fat you were wrong, but that's not the nice thing to do. but I just feel like a lot of people throw mud at the wall and go, oh, hopefully this will stick. Oh, take this, take that. And you're like, this is not working. The next pill is not working. Something's got to change. And so that's kind of how I felt with all the supplements they gave me, is that I feel bad on them. And I know that detoxing is not fun, but I feel like for me, my body responded very well, very quickly after my surgery. I feel like it knows what to do. I feel like if I treat it well and I do right by it, it's going to come back. It's going to do what it's supposed to. Because 8-9 years ago, I didn't have all these deficiencies and problems. I wasn't born with all of them. I was born with MTHFR. I can deal with that. I know how to deal with that. But having all these other things, those were I can't think of the word. I have a little bit of brain fog today, apparently. I'm tired. Consequences of my implants. And so I feel like my body will know what to do in time. It's only been 3 months, just last week. And so I'm trying to be very patient and give it some grace and give it some time and do what's right by it. So that's my message to you today is 1, don't over supplement. 2, you know how you feel. And 3, give yourself some grace. All right, I'm going to make some dinner for my family. I will talk to y'all later. I think what I'm going to do, this is random, but I was thinking about it today. Somebody was telling me to go live more often. My sweet little friend Bridget. And so I think maybe I'm going to challenge myself for the month of August to go live every single day about something different. And I don't know what, and it could just be rambling and you could just sit and listen to me talk. But I have a whole list of things I want to talk about. So I may just go live every day in August. We'll see. Anyway, y'all have an awesome night. Thanks for hanging out with me.